the pace with control of this race. Here comes a run from Davey Hazard. He blocks the 10. Not going to be enough. Ryan Pace is going to win at Talladega.
Trying to hold off Wilson. He's done a good job so far. Wilson, one last desperate attempt to the bottom. He won't get there. Nick Curry wins at Bristol.
Coming out turn number 2, coming down the back straightaway here. Looks like he's in a class of his own right now.
Merzlak, one final time, get around the 55, big time send.
He hits the wall, he hits it, he gets the lead, but can he hang on to it? Oh my goodness, he made it to the line!
Big push down the backstretch is going to give him a good run through the corners.
Just a little bit
Follow from the 1.
A little bit of contact there for second, but coming to the line, Toby Roberson's going to take home the checkered flag and victory here from the new Atlanta Motor Speedway.
Before I wrap things up here in this segment, your thoughts on the type of race we're going to see tonight? And I would have to agree.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to tonight's presentation on JTN of the Bomb Squad Racing Cup Series from Talladega. I am your host tonight, Chris Pickett. Joe Twansky is on assignment away from keyboard tonight, so Bristol and I are going to bring you the coverage tonight here at Talladega. Alongside me in the booth tonight, you know him, love him, it's the one, the only Joseph Weaver. Joseph, how you doing, buddy?
Doing pretty good, Chris. Ready to get going here today from Talladega. 66 laps on tap tonight. Gonna be some fun, drafty action tonight.
Looking forward to it. You guys know what this track is. It's Talladega. If you're any type of a fan of NASCAR racing, you know what Talladega is. So we're looking forward to some great racing action here tonight. 2.66 mile track, 66 laps tonight. Looking forward to some 3 wide, 4 wide, maybe some 5 wide if they get frisky enough out there. Looking forward to some good racing here tonight.
Yeah, definitely a track that anything can happen at here at Talladega. We've seen races play out many different ways. You might think you're just getting, one style of racing. You come to a super speedway, but you look through any catalog of super speedway races, you're going to see a lot of different strategies enacted throughout. So a lot of layers to this racing.
Just when you think you've seen all the racing possible at Talladega, you never know what you're going to see. You're exactly right. I mean, sometimes you see fuel mileage races. Sometimes you see the big one. Sometimes you don't have the big one. But we've got a decent-sized field here tonight, Joseph. We got I think there's about 18 cars that have taken time during practice, so we'll see which style of racing we'll see tonight.
Yeah, definitely a good field here tonight. Like you said, about 18 cars running through qualifying right now.
And of course, it's the longer track, so it'll take a little bit of time for the qualifying to come across the line there, but a few guys have already taken time, so you'll see that going across the top of the screen. The ticker might look a little bit different tonight, just trying to get some technical glitches out of the way, and unfortunately that was one we couldn't really get out of the way, so it might look a little different than what you've seen on JTN in the past, but it's working at the moment, and we're hopeful that it'll stay that way tonight. Got about a minute 10 left in this qualifying session, and we'll get that full lineup to you. But, Joseph, what were we expecting as far as we got a 66-lap race tonight? What's the fuel and tire situation look like tonight?
Well, tires probably not going to matter too much. We'll probably see them take tires maybe twice in this race. Usually you can get about 14, 15, sometimes 18 laps on fuel here, so it really depends how you're driving. You can really save a lot of fuel at a track like this if you're running in the pack.
You get that half throttle time back in the draft. You might be able to squeak out an extra gallon or so, maybe worth an extra lap or so, and get off sequence. And that might, if it ends up being a fuel mileage race, be the key to winning this thing tonight if it goes green all the way.
Gotta love the orchestrated pit stops we get if we get to pit under green here at the Super Speedway. See who's working together, who comes when, who can stretch it out a couple extra laps, like he said, get that advantage.
Looks like the qualifying session is just about wrapped up tonight. Yep, I think we've got our official qualifying ready to go. So, Mr. Weaver, if you don't mind, give us that lineup for tonight.
With pleasure, taking pole today. Set a time of 49.855. It's the 91 car BSR DJ Champ. Outside row 1 is the 4 of BSR Silver Bullet. Row 2 is the 028 of BSR Monty Keller and the 68 of BSR Brian Voiles. Row 3 is the 181 of Abby Powell and the 114 of BSR Eli 114. Row 4 is the 011 of Steve Grant and the 18 of BSR Tyler Mallon. Row 5 is the 66 of BSR Terry Scott and the 92 of Joshua Clemens. Row 6 is the 28 of BSR Mac Daddy and the 103 of BSR Nelly. Row 7 is the 49 of BSR Brain Fade and the 0 of Pat McCarson. Row 8 is the 51 of Greg Stenzo and the 9 of Ken Hansen. Row 9 is the 31 of BSR Wings and the 021 of BSR Aussie Bill. And on row 10 we have the 144 of BSR Magoo and the 029 of BSR Kilojoules.
And there's your lineup tonight for this race here at Talladega. Ooh, that 0 getting a little squirrely there in the draft here as they come through 3 and 4 in a pack. That apron is not your friend. So we got to keep an eye on that tonight. Everybody trying to get these last second adjustments here before this race starts. About 3 minutes in this happy hour session. Get everybody to figure out where their pit stalls are on pit road. Get comfortable one final time because once this thing goes green, comfort goes out the window.
Yeah, there's one thing this racing advice, you got to be up on that wheel as soon as that green flag drops. There's no time to wait around, no time to sleep. You got to go.
Ooh, they're getting real tight there on turn 4 as they go 3 wide in the tri-oval. I believe pit road speed tonight is 65, I believe. We'll double check that and make sure that that's correct. I'm pretty sure it's a speed limit ending in 5. I don't know if it's 65 or 55. Got another pack in front of this pack that we've been following here. Oh, they're going to bunch up trying to get through them. That was Powell in the 81 letting everybody go. That was on the outside in the Oreo machine. They're still trying to get around some of the guys that are trying to get up to speed there. Magoo in the middle. That was Joshua Clements in the 92. Well, they're getting racy for happy hour here. They go through the trial over here. Go ahead and get it out of your system now, guys.
Yeah, practicing those runs, seeing what kind of moves they can make, see what you can put in that back pocket for the end of this race.
You can definitely learn a lot during this, yeah.
Yeah, happy hour was always where I wanted to test my riskiest moves, see how far I could really push it.
Did you ever go a little too far?
Oh, absolutely.
Who hasn't, right?
A happy hour is also where I wrecked most.
Yes. Well, it's better to do that than in the race. Couple little notebook items here. Don't believe he's on track at the moment. I don't see him taking a time yet in this happy hour session, but a welcome back to Wings. This is his first race back in a while. Yeah, he hasn't taken a time yet, so we can't put a camera on him at the moment. And there's the birthday boy on pit road, Nelly, in the 103. Maybe looking forward to a birthday present in Victory Lane tonight. And here comes the field practicing the pit stops. Oh, boy, and around goes Eli into the grass. Monty Keller back there also in the grass. Didn't quite make it in. Eli's going to bounce to the grass and get on pit lane. Perfect entrance. What are you talking about?
Did a good job guiding it through the grass.
Kept it off everybody else. Perfect. All right. Looks like we're getting ready to get this show started. Happy hour is completed. Everybody's hopefully figured out where their pit stall is, because we didn't really see anybody coming down pit road until the very end here. So we will see how that affects things here shortly. Hey, Bristol, can you stop opening and shutting the door, please? About 20 seconds or so here, and we'll see the field line up on the pit road behind the pace car, and we will get this Talladega race underway for those of you on JTN here tonight. We thank you for joining us tonight. Joe, I hope you're watching wherever you are. He is AFK tonight. We won't go any further details than that. Goodness gracious, Bristol, stop it. I think that's coming through, isn't it? I think.
I'm
You are hearing it? Okay. All right. Here we go. They're lining up on the pit lane. Hey, there's our pole sitter. I wonder if DJ's going to show up there for a second. Charger and a Chevy on the front row. Nope, we got one that's... there we go. Again, that's the 81. We've been hearing that there might be a little bit of an issue with the internet with the 81 tonight, so we'll kind of keep an eye on that. So hopefully that doesn't become a problem for.
Drivers, start your engine!
And the command has been given. Here we go. But hopefully the 81 doesn't have any major issues as we take off here. That's one thing I would always fear, is my internet would go kaput, especially at a super speedway.
Yeah, as someone who's had to deal with some bad internet through the years, it's a crappy feeling, because you're up there, you're running well probably, and then something's happening. You don't want to mess up anybody else's race.
It always happens when you run well. It never happens when you're running in the back. Like DJ's trying to save a little fuel early running along the apron there. Several of them doing that here. Once again, we thank you everybody for joining us here on JTN. Looking forward to some great super speedway action here tonight at Talladega. You guys are going to be in for a doozy here tonight. We do want to give a quick shout out here. We want to send our thoughts and prayers out to the Hardy family. They lost a grandmother this past week, so we definitely want to send our condolences to them. They've had a rough year in the last little bit here, so we definitely want to give a shout out to them. We're thinking about you guys, and condolences and prayers to you guys. Field coming off turn 4. DJ Champlin, Silver Bullet on the front row. Monty Keller and Brian Voiles in row 2. Abby Powell and Eli are in row 3 as the pace car takes the left-hander into the pit lane. Butterflies are churning. Nerves are frayed. But here we go. We're ready for it here at Talladega. 2.66 miles, 66 laps. Bomb Squad, are you ready? Let's do this thing. Green flag in the air. We're racing to Talladega.
Everybody firing off good going down into turn one. Monte Keller a little slow on that start, but doesn't matter. DJ Champ's going to charge out to the lead here, coming out of two.
Look like that gap actually worked out a little bit for Monte Keller as he gets a run off turn two down the back straightaway. Trying to see if he can maybe get a push from Powell there as they come down the back stretch. Two by two, second on back. Everybody's still trying to get up to speed here.
There's like a few drivers favoring jumping up to that outside line here early. Still a good handful trying to use that inside line. DJ Champ working both the front.
Three wide entering turn one. Voiles took a peek to the middle. Thought better of it. That's only lap two.
Yeah, that Silver Bullet got a little high there going into the corner. That opened the door, but like you said, it might be a little too early. So I think Powell maybe thinking about jumping up high, but stays low.
Yeah, we got to see which lane is going to be the preferred lane here tonight.
Starting to see some more cars jump low. A couple cars catching up further back in the field.
It looks like everybody's trying to kind of get that outside line going. That's where the leader, of course, is. Ooh, Voiles trying to come down. Was trying to get, I'm not sure exactly what he's trying to do there, trying to get behind Silver Bullet, but almost came down into Monte Keller there as going to one. Oh, Monte Keller, you're not clear. Voiles trying to go on the outside. Oh, we got one in the grass.
To the inside. Ken Hansen.
Somehow saves it. We stayed green. Well, that was a close moment there.
Yeah, that's usually a night ender. Good save there by the 9.
Oh, we got an issue with the lap counter. I apologize. We don't have that at the moment, so we'll keep track of that for you as the race goes on. We are on. Well, I don't even have that on my screen either.
Lap
4. Thank you.
4.
Yep. So
everybody just put their hands down, holding up 3 for a lap.
There we go. Appreciate that. Yeah, we are in Earnhardt country. That makes sense. You see the skid marks there on the back straightaway, so evidently Hansen got loose there off of 2, or maybe got a little nudge and got in the grass.
Yeah, taking a look back, looked like a little bit of those internet issues from BSR Wings in that 31 kind of caught the bumper of the 9 Hansen.
Thank you for that report. And again, that's where the internet issues, you hate to see it. Single file now for about 5th on forward.
Like Royals finally jumped low, but that outside line now starting to really show some strength. Only 4 cars down low now. Now 5. Monte Keller jumping low.
That's what you get for saying something. Monte Keller tries to get a run there on the backstretch. Gets alongside Eli.
Gotta try it.
Yeah, you gotta make those moves sometime, you know.
Seeing what we see often when we come to the super speedways here at Bomb Squad. DJ Champ leading the field here early. Silver Bullet in second, giving some nice pushes, keeping that 91 out front here. Inside line, still trying to get something going here. Kind of stalled out there, tied with 4th on the outside line. Wings now jumping low on that inside line and give them 1 extra number down there. And they're creeping for it on that outside line, but they got to stay together a little better here.
Gotta love on-the-fly fixes of broadcast content, folks. But there you go. It's ugly, but it's there. There's your there's your lap ticker. All right. Now maybe I can focus on the race now. How's that? Hey, they're side by side. That's what I missed. It works. I couldn't leave them hanging like that. I couldn't keep on going, oh, we're on lap 8. We're on lap 9. I couldn't do it. Monty Keller leading the inside line here, trying to get alongside for third. He's going to be alongside there, alongside Grant. Now he's alongside Silver Bullet. That inside line, it's trucking now. See what I did there? Voiles right behind him in the Voiles trucking machine.
Yeah, you that truck's out front pushing, but he's doing a good, or out front pulling, but also doing a good job pushing.
I knew what you meant.
Yeah, they're making progress down that inside line, slowly but surely.
Well, that outside line has a gap there after fourth in line there, so Powell's going to make it 3 wide going into tri-oval. See the Oreo machine on the bottom?
All the way to the bottom, and he's got a helper down there.
Yeah, that killed the outside line's momentum there as they come off the tri-oval going into 1. We'll see if that might give that inside line the push it needs to get up there. Here comes Powell again, going down to the yellow line. It might be backing out now. You might be having internet issues back there. It might be fading to the back now. Made a good move, and the internet gets you again.
All those moves gave Brain Fade an opportunity. He jumped up in that outside line. That's only left 3 cars really working that inside line.
Yeah, that outside line's starting to get a lot more formed up now. Brain Fade pulls up behind Eli. Ooh, Monty Keller caught a little push there off of 2. And now here comes Silver Bullet. He's going to drop down on the inside lane. He's got help from Grant. And DJ's going to be hung out here. Silver Bullet to the lead.
Big move by the second and third place cars in that outside line to get to the inside. Silver Bullet's going to be able to pull on that outside line here. He's going to lead this lap.
Must have been tired of looking at that Mopar logo on the back of that 91. Silver Bullet puts that Chevy in the wind. And now this just looks like the start of the race, just with different players and different lines here.
Swapped roles a little bit.
Just want to make it interesting.
Few different pushers.
That's what we want to see. Little mix it up here.
We're starting to see 2 distinct packs show up here. In the front, kind of racing it, but not pushing it too hard. You know, they're still driving conservative here and in there, place with the 31 of BSR wings, and then the guys kind of hanging back there at the 18, 12th place on back. You know, kind of just riding around, seeing what happens here in the first early stages of this race.
You see Malin back here. He's got wings on the bottom there in the 31. Oh, I'm sorry, that's 31 in front of him. The 029 there on the inside, kilojoules. A little different look to the 029 tonight, threw me off. And you got Clements back behind Malin there in the 92. These guys, I think, from here on back are just kind of letting the race settle in. You kind of see Malin do that quite a bit here at the super speedways. If he starts in the back, he kind of stays there a little while, letting the race develop. It's early. We're only on lap 12. You just kind of ride around. A little early to make moves if you're starting that far back, I think.
Yeah, I mean, you notice a lot of those drivers, some of the higher up in points drivers, like you said, Tylen Malin, Nelly's up there, KJ.
Meanwhile, DJ's pulled back out in front. That outside line got a good push down the back straightaway. Eli right there. You got Brain Fade. They moved right back around Silver Bullet. So the high line looks to be kind of the way to go here early on, at least at this point.
Yeah, still haven't seen just that amount of commitment to the inside line just yet. Now it looks like we're starting to see some of that backpack catch up here, and they're going to latch onto that inside line. Maybe they can get a push going here. They're starting to get some numbers.
We're getting a
These
little.
drivers are going to want to start finding the bottom here. We're going to be coming in up on pit stops here soon.
Read my mind. That's like where I was going. We're getting close to that window. Terry Scott making a move, going for third. That Camry on the bottom, the 66.
Yeah, big move there. You want to stay on that outside line. It was the dominant line for a lot of this early run, but secure that spot on the inside line if we're going to have a green flag pit stop. You don't want to be left on the outside having to pit.
Either you're going to have trouble trying to get in the pit, or you're going to have to just come around another lap. Neither one preferred. That car back there behind Brain Fade there on the outside line, the Red Bull machine, that's Aussie Bill. Worked his way up here into the 6th position, side by side for 5th. And he was kind of back there in that backpack there for a while, so he's made some moves to get up there.
Yeah, we coming up on pit stops here. Everybody says it's time to go. It's time to root back up. Still see a few scragglers back there, but
Did you ever get nervous about green flag pit stops at a super speedway?
all the time.
All the time.
Chaotic.
I always tried to, if I was in the back of the pack, I would always try to, like we had talked about at the start of the show, stretch that fuel just a little bit if you're in the back of the pack to make it to where you got friends to come in on that second time by, but at least you're not in the big group of cars that might screw up coming in the first time by.
Yeah, absolutely. That my strategy was always kind of go down to that inside wall, dive down early off of 4, and slow late, kind of.
Get out of everybody's way.
Yeah, just get out of the muck.
And then you get the track limits black flag for going too low. Gotta love that too.
Not a fan of the tracks that have that.
Looks like, as we thought, everybody's starting to get down the bottom. You see DJ drop down there. You see Eli down there now. Terry Scott down there. It's like this might possibly be the lap that the leaders are going to come in. 3 wide for third down the back stretch. Don't know if that's by design. Silver Bullet in the middle. Brain Fade on the outside. Well, let's see who's coming in. Here comes Terry Scott. Eli. It's like Grant Powell coming in this time. Stenzo and McCarskey, looks like. That's the first round.
One group coming in here early. Like the rest of the group trying to get down to the bottom here now.
Yeah, they've got to come in this time. I'm actually surprised the 91, who's been kind of out front the entire time, didn't come in that first time by, because he would have probably used the most fuel, him and Silver Bullet.
Yeah,
But what do I know?
Coming in on fumes.
Yep, here they come. Big pack of cars this time.
Oh, somebody missed it.
Oh, that's Mac Daddy. Missed the pit stop there. Coming in. So hopefully he's got enough fuel to make it back around.
That's going to be a tough break either way. Hopefully he does. It's going to be even more of a heartbreak if he runs out of fuel on the way back.
That is a huge, huge penalty either way, because he was already down on speed trying to make it in, then missed it. Had to come back in. We'll go back and take a look and see what happened there. There's Matt coming in. Blowing up, blowing up, blowing up. Nope, don't have enough to make it.
Seemed like mostly a mix of 2 tire stops on pit road from that big group, but a couple interesting notes. Few drivers taking lefts, few taking rights.
Looked like this might hand the lead back over. Looks like a couple guys still haven't stopped here either, it looks like, potentially. Here's Nelly and Brain Fade. They came out together. Or they may just be out front. I think they have pitted. So, yeah, everybody has been on the pit lane now. But these two are roughly... Oh, there you go. There's the pack behind them. So we'll see how well that strategy works out for them. But they've got a good 20 car length advantage here over the rest of the pack. 2 cars, that's hard to do, though, to maintain that out front. You got these 3 back here. DJ, Silver Bullet, and Kilojoules back here. They're back to single file. The more cars they get single file, the quicker they're going to track those front 2 down. And here comes Malin as well. So much for the green flag pit stops kind of separating the field, huh, Weaver?
Yeah, well, it helps when most of the field decides to all come together. We saw first group of about 5-6 cars came down, and then the rest. Well,
-1. We won't mention who that was. Mac Daddy. Anyway. Line is closed. Here comes DJ. Going to look inside of Brain Fade for second. He's got to push some Silver Bullet, and right by both of them they go. Big momentum there. And Kilojoules is trying to think about going behind Brain Fade there and push that line back forward, but thought better of it. He's going to go to the bottom.
He might get left out to dry. See Malin hopping low. He's going to give him a push, but kind of made that move a little too late. If he wanted to go with them, he could have went earlier.
3 wide for 5th back there.
Oh, he still might clear it.
Boy, that was close. Ooh.
Oh, I'll see Bill off of Malin.
Monty Keller had to take evasive action to the bottom there. Lost his momentum. Voiles making it 3 wide underneath Magoo and Monty Keller. Top 6 single file. Aussie Bill and Malin side by side for 7th. They break off of that as soon as I say it. Thank you, guys. I'd like to say hi to everybody that's joining us on the chat tonight. Glad you're joining with us here on JTN here at Talladega Bomb Squad Racing. Watching DJ Champ in the 91 lead us around tonight. Oh, we've got a quick second with the field being somewhat courteous to everybody here. We'll let you know about the upcoming races on JTN on June 13th. This same group is going to be at California Speedway at 9:05. June 18th, Maverick Cup Series is in action at Bristol at 8:30. June 20th, the Cup Series back in action for BSR at Kentucky at 9:05, live only on JTN. And as soon as I say all that, the pack decides to get racy. So we'll go back to live action. DJ lost his help. He's back to 4th. Silver Bullet back out front. Kilojoules with him. Nelly up there, the birthday boy in 3rd. Aussie Bill trying to get a push from Malin to get that inside line going again.
Not really seeing anybody laying back now. We got that first pit stop out of the way. Everybody wants to race now.
Still got 2 more stops coming at least. We don't have any yellows. I'd like to thank the guys for at least let me get that promo in quick before they really got racy. See, that was the reverse commentator jinx I was trying to do there. Weaver, did you like it? I was trying to, get some action going by distracting us. It almost worked.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
Yeah. Joe would be proud, I'm hoping. Here comes DJ down on the bottom, trying to pick up a push from Aussie Bill there. Got some great momentum going into 3 by himself on the bottom. Look at that 91 come down on the bottom there. 4th to the side-by-side for the lead. Got to get some help now, though. He's going to fall back.
Yeah, it's going to help bring up that inside line a little bit. They're going to be coming with the head of steam here now.
Mallon pushing Bill down into turn 1. Voiles behind Mallon. Oh, man, that pack is tight there. Look at that. Everybody wants to be in the outside lane, even the inside lane as they go into turn 3.
Going back just a bit, if you notice Steve Grant missing, he had a speeding penalty on pit road. He had to go back down. Pit road to serve that penalty. He's a lap down now. Mac did.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. Yep. You were about to say what I was. Sorry.
Mac Daddy was able to latch on with another pack here, or second pack, about 12 seconds back. So was in a bad spot, but came out better than it could have been.
Oh, the way these leaders are racing, he might be in a pretty good spot right now to avoid the wreck. As they come down the back straightaway, side by side, everybody's got a guy next to him down the back straightaway here. Oh, Voiles blinking there a little bit in the 68.
DJ Champ and Silver Bullet doing a good job leading that outside line, able to bring it ahead just a little bit here. Tyler Mellon giving a big push to Aussie Bill there. Almost got him loose coming into the tri-oval.
Yeah, Tyler was trying to do that a little bit during practice. He was trying to push him all the way around the track. Some guys were like, cool. Other guys were like, please don't do that. And if he gets sideways like that, I wouldn't want to do that either. But here they come. They got to push now down the backstretch.
Tyler's a really good pusher, but it takes a good driver to handle those pushes. Some drivers like it, some can do it, some don't like it so much. Seems like Aussie Bill's doing a good job so far.
They come side by side off of 4. Looks like that inside line, they get good momentum through the corner, but then they get to the straightaway, and that outside line gets back together, and it pushes them right back by. Bill again on the inside, side by side with DJ again. Mallon there giving a shove. Voiles behind him. Outside line with DJ, Silver Bullet, and Kilojoules. Oh, contact for Bill!
Into the inside wall.
Oh, he's going to spin it into turn 3. Oh, and into the inside wall again. They got pushed, finally went bad. We stay green. We'll go back and take a look and see what happened there. Off turn 2. Yep, just a little contact there. Hard in that inside wall, right where the gap is. That's unfortunate. He had a great run going.
Move to the bottom here, trying to get around DJ Champ. Silver Bullet goes low, KJ follows. Nelly trying to pick a line now. He's going to settle on that top line.
Now, if you're Malin and you just had that happen, how gun-shy are you about pushing somebody else now? If you are at all.
I think in the position he's in right now, third in line, he won't be as aggressive, but it comes down late to the race. We'll see the same push.
Oh, yes. Once you get down to the end, it's no holds barred, absolutely. But I think right now, I think he'd be like, I don't know if I want to get my bumper that close to somebody again right now. That may just be me.
I mean, for me, a lot of it always came down to who was in front of me. I knew who I could really push, how hard I could push somebody. But
I would just feel so bad. I did not mean to do that. I'm sorry. Take my front bumper with you. Here you go.
It's tough, but that is part of this race, and
It is.
There's going to be people that end up with the feelings hurt at the end of the day, and one of those days it's going to be you. So,
and we're coming up on halfway, and we're halfway to a lot of probably hurt feelings and bent fenders before this thing's over with, more than likely. Halfway home here at Talladega. Silver Bullet out front, Kilojoules, Malin, side-by-side, fourth on back, Monty Keller and DJ. That outside line again, getting a good push there. Nelly in the 103 on the outside. You see Wings back there in the 31 on the bottom there, briefly. Brain Fade on the outside. We'll see how well this inside line. They got a lot more cars down there now. We'll see if that's enough to get them to maybe get a little momentum and get pushed ahead of that outside line before they get that momentum going again.
yeah, more cars are both lines pretty tightly bunched, but about 5, about 8 on that inside line.
Want to say real quick hi to everybody that's joined us in the chat. Feel free to say hey to us. Say hi to Kevin, Jovan, Julian, and McKinley, man. Hi to everybody.
Malin jumps up to that outside line ahead of DJ Champ. It's going to leave a gap on the inside line for them to fill, while that outside line now, it's a good run.
Be catching up to a slower car up front here. They're going to have to navigate her in. I believe that might be McCarsky up there.
That's the 011 of Steve Graham.
Oh, apologize. Yeah. Yes.
Going a second lap down here. For that pit road.
The pit road speeding
earlier.
penalty. Yep. Yeah, there. Yeah, that is Grant. I don't know what I thought I was seeing there. Sorry. Malin now jumps on the outside. He's going to get a push from DJ down to turn 3. And first time we'll see that Interstate Batteries machine out front.
Everybody going low to get by this 011, but had time to catch a lap car coming off the corner.
Off the corner's the worst. That's terrible. But they made it work. Great job by Grant to give him plenty of room there on the bottom. That's unfortunate. He had a great run going too, but the speeding police catch another one. Malin leads, DJ Champ second, Silver Bullet third, Kilojoules fourth. Nelly runs in fifth, just a little bit ahead of Monty Keller. Here comes DJ to the outside of Malin. They're going to leave him way out to dry here if they get some momentum here. That 91, that 4, they've been hooked together all night long, basically. Worked well together so far tonight. And here comes the pit. I was just getting ready to say pit window has to be getting close here. You saw several cars dive off, including the leader Malin. We'll stay up front here.
Seeing that pack start to whittle down into smaller packs here, and 5 cars breaking off to pit.
So they pitted on lap 37, into 36, going into 37. So they've been going about about 18 laps each, like you said earlier. So we've got at least, we've got to do one more stop, no matter what. And they should be able to make it on that one more stop, if my math's right. Here come the leaders.
Yeah, I think they'll have some to spare. We'll see.
Oh, boy.
Ooh, a lot of
lockup. And
cars there.
yeah, that Monty Keller was coming on the inside there. He gained a couple spots coming in. Hopefully he didn't gain them too quickly there. Try and see what the leaders decide to do. Right sides at least. See some 4 tires back there. Maybe left sides on nope, that is 4 tires on Monte Keller, I believe. That might have been lefts only there.
Yeah, lefts only.
Lefts only.
But like DJ Champ and Silver Bullet, they took lefts the first stop, so taking rights this time. Come up, and the second pack is coming up quick behind them. 4 cars that pit earlier.
There comes that pack off 2. Led by Nelly. They're going to make a big run on the outside. And they're going to clear them.
Yeah, this is second pack stayed out. Gonna fall behind here, but they'll be able to catch back up those 4.
Yeah, more cars in that second pack than these 4 out front, so this pack should spring back together here shortly. And we'll be right back to where we were before the pit stop. So happy birthday, Nelly. You're leading here at Talladega. Kilojoule's running second. Tyler Mallon third. Joshua Clements running in fourth. Haven't seen much out of that 92 tonight, but there he is in fourth.
And look at this. When we were talking about cars just a little while ago in that first run that were sitting out back waiting, who were the names that we were saying? Nelly, KJ, Tyler Mallon, Johnston.
They're all right
Joshua
back up. For
Clements.
Yep.
Oh, I love calling him Johnson. I love that associating that scheme with Jimmy Johnson.
Just roll with it. I like it. But yep, there they all are, the top 4 now.
Second group led by that 49 Brain Fade starting to catch in a little bit here. Start catching the draft here of these top 4 before too long, and pack will come back together. Be interesting to see what lines are chosen there, if 49 just chooses to latch on with these 4.
Yeah, there's about a 3 mile an hour difference between packs right now as they come through the tri-oval. Yeah, they've got a big run here. They should be catching them in the middle of 1 and 2 here. Yep, they're there. Now, if you're Brain Fade, what are you going to do? Just ride, or are you going to make a move? If you're any of these guys right now, you're going to make a move. Here comes Mallon to the bottom. Here comes Clements. DJ with him. Down to the bottom.
Look at that. Those 2 took that energy of the cars catching up, used it themselves going low. Left Nelly and KJ out to dry up top, but Brain Fade and a few others tagging on behind.
Mallon back out front. Clements up to second. Look at that.
Now they're going to migrate up to the top with that 91 of DJ Champ, leaving 2 on the inside as Monty Keller, Silver Bullet.
Oh, Mallon had a little bit of a gap there in front of Clements. That's going to give a little bit of momentum there to him. Here comes DJ back on the bottom looking for the lead. Got help from KJ. Clements stayed up top with Mallon. DJ clears him to the lead, tries to slide up in front of Mallon. He does before they reach the trial, leaves KJ on the bottom. Thank you very much. I'm just going to leave you down there now. He might get a little salty about that move.
KJ now has to hope for these two behind him to catch up, give a good push. Not bad cars, though, to have behind you. Monty Keller, Silver Bullet, they've been up front most of this race.
Monty Keller and Clements almost had contact down the back straightaway.
Trying to get tighter and tighter. You run these guys out of space. You want to get your elbows out here.
Elbows up here at Talladega. Outside line with momentum off of 4. 3 wide with Silver Bullet on the bottom. Ooh, that's tight there. KJ sliding back. Got Monty Keller in the middle, Silver Bullet on the bottom, Magoo up top, Brain Fade up top. Voiles back there just trying to figure out what they're wanting to do so he can figure out which way to go. Ooh, almost contact again off of 2. I've been noticing these guys are really starting to kind of push off turn 2, even though we've just had the pit stop. I don't know if that's by design. They're trying to get to the outside or if aero or what the deal is, but man, they are really using up the track off 2 especially.
Yeah, and a lot of that wreck with Aussie Bill earlier, it was a lot of the push, but also just the cars unloading off of turn 2. It looks like that might just be a problem spot where these cars kind of unload off that corner and they want to push up the track some.
And then if you've got somebody right behind you pushing you, when you get into that position, as we saw earlier, you kind of end up along for the ride, unfortunately.
It's all a lesson in inertia. You're coming up off that corner, the load's going up on the rear tires, so if you got something helping it up, it's just going to lift that rear end up off the air, up in the air.
Whee! That's probably not what you're saying as you're sliding through the grass, but I mean, you might be.
I mean, might as well.
You might as well. You can't help it. Yeah, exactly. Got another lap car here in front, Stenzo. I believe that'll be his second. Nope, he's actually last car on the lead lap right now. They're going to lap by him.
We've got a lot of cars spread out here, but only 3 cars a lap down. That's the 51 just went a lap down. The 9 of Ken Hansen a lap down, and the 011 of Steve Grant is 2 laps.
Yeah, what we have right now, the top 10 are in the front pack. Magoo is the last one in this pack in 10th. Then you've got a small 3-car pack from 11th through 13th. That's Eli, Terry Scott, and Wings. They're about 8 seconds back. Mac Daddy's running by himself in 14th. Kind of in no man's land between that second pack, and there's a 2-car draft of Powell and McCarskey about 4 seconds behind Mac Daddy, and they're about 30 seconds back from this lead pack. They're hoping for a caution at this point. DJ running in front. Got Mallon, Nelly, and Monty Keller running up the top there, top 4. Voiles in 5th. 3 wide again off turn 4. Clements kind of stuck in the middle a little bit here. KJ might let him in, might not let him in. As he and Brain Fade are going to get a run through the tri-oval. Here comes Voiles to the inside for 4th. Monty Keller's going to drop down there with him. Well, those two got some momentum off of 2.
Yeah, some momentum, but they're going to need some help.
Clements might be a little bit too far back, yeah. Mallon's going to drop down in front, though.
That'll give them some help. Now Voiles going to be pushing that 18. Only leaving 2 up top. Clements jumps back up top. KJ looks like he's going to be choosing the inside line now. A lot of shaking up going here.
Mallon decides to give up the bottom, leaves it for Voiles. He hops back up there with DJ. Voiles down on the bottom. He's got Monty Keller behind him. KJ trying to get some momentum up to get up behind him. Voiles tries to get up in front of Mallon, couldn't do it. Stays in front of Monty Keller. Side by side for the lead down the backstretch. Voiles and Mallon.
Tyler getting a little better of a push there, but the sideline still getting that little wrap around the bottom. Just a little better organized up top. That's going to let them get a run on these straightaways.
Ten cars all in a bunch right here. DJ drops down. Looking for a push from Voiles. Gets alongside Mallon. We've seen that 91 has not needed much help to get by cars tonight. And he shows it right there again. He gets the right push at the right time. He's going to the front.
Yeah, and that's where he wants to be. He makes the moves at the right time so he can get out to the lead.
These guys are so close together here through the through the corners. The lines are right next to each other through the corners. Bump drafting down the straightaways. This is Talladega.
We've seen Voiles push this 91 quite a lot on super speedways. Two that always seem to find themselves up front here.
Not sure if that's by design or I don't know if my internet's doing the herky-jerky or not there, but Voiles is kind of not staying right on the yellow line through the corners either. Is that what you're seeing? I just want to make sure it's not me.
Yeah, it definitely looks like he's trying to run maybe a half a line up or something here through the corners, just getting a little extra space off that top line.
There it is again. He's kind of running. Might be he's trying to maybe shove the 91 as well a little bit just on the right rear. Maybe to avoid hitting him in the wrong spot there possibly.
Yeah, also you could run up a little bit like that, get a little more air to the front end and slow your car down a little more naturally, keep the RPMs in the engine up, not have to lift so much.
Yeah, that way you're not binding up the bottom lane or whatever lane you're in. You can stay full throttle and not cause a jam up, especially when you're in this tight of a pack. Yes, yeah, just let the air push you back, and that way everybody behind you's happy. You can just stay full throttle the whole time.
The lines are tight, and we're going to be coming up on our final pit stop of the evening here soon.
This is the one you don't want to mess up. If there's one you don't want to screw up, it's this one.
Yeah, that's why he was shading high. He wanted to jump high now. Voiles getting a push from the 18 of Mallon. He jumped to that high side. He's going to go to the lead here.
Big momentum for that outside lane as they go into 3. That 91 is strong even by himself, but he might be pitting this time. He's slowing down big time off 4, and here he comes. And he's got nobody with him. The 91 is by himself coming in the pit lane. That's kind of a shocker.
Yeah, that's not what he's looking for here. Got a couple of stragglers that are about to go a lap down that he can latch on with here, but it's going to be a tough break for the 91.
Now remember, he's been up front quite a bit, so his fuel mileage might have not been as good as these guys. But he wasn't really out front that run, so not for sure what the call was there. But in any event, he's by himself on the pit lane as we watch the battle for the lead here. Mallon underneath Voiles. We'll see who decides to break off for pits this time by. And about half of them. Oh, contact! Oh, Monty Keller. Oh, they're still wrecking, and around they go. Nelly's around. We'll see if maybe that'll... I don't think that drew a caution, did it? I think we're still good. Still good.
Still green.
You saw contact. There was contact with Monty Keller and Mallon initially at the front of that pack, and then everybody kind of checked up, and Mallon got bumped again by Nelly, and then Nelly got spun around. We'll have to see how that will shake that pack out now. And here's the ones that haven't pitted yet. Voiles, Brain Fade, and Magoo off turn 4. These guys should be coming in this time, and they are. A couple lap down cars in front, locking it up, coming in. Well, these guys came in with some momentum. Magoo, hang on to it, buddy. He did. Great save there. He was looking into the infield. But this will complete the cycle of green flag stops. And now we'll see where everybody shakes out here. Looks like the leader should be Mallon when everybody cycles back around. Followed by Kilojoules, Clements, then a little gap back to Silver Bullet, and then a bigger gap back to DJ, who's still running by himself. Got Nelly about 5 seconds back. Oh, no, he's actually closed it up further than that. I apologize. There they are. And it looks like Nelly had a pit road penalty. He's coming in. Ah, that's unfortunate. The 103's got to come back in. Might have gotten a penalty for the spin into the grass, possibly.
Yeah, I think that's probably what that was, or what that is, if I had to guess.
And that looks like the guys that just pitted, they're still kind of in front of Mallon here. Boy, they're bunched up here off of 4.
Oh,
The zero got in the wall. That bunches everybody up. Here comes KJ way down low. Huge run there.
Kept that momentum up. The other guys here, Tyler, Mallon, Clements, they got stuck up on that outside line.
So what you have here, there's several cars a lap down in this pack here. The 81 is on is a lap down in front of them. You've got the battle for the lead is this right here, the 029 and the 68. They're side by side for the lead. Brain Fade is in third in the 49, right behind them. The 0 on the outside lane is a lap down. Eli as well as a lap down, the 114 on the outside. Mallon's in the battle, so is Clemens. So the bottom 5 line is the battle for the lead. Magoo in 6th is also with this pack as well. So the lap down cars, they've moved to the outside lane. They're getting out of the way. And your lead lap cars are pushing down on the bottom. That got exciting for a second as we come to 8 to go.
Just a convergence of a bunch of groups there, and all came to a head at once. That's led Brian Voiles as your leader here, pushed by KJ and Brain Fade.
Yes, this is JoeTowNetwork, but without the Joe. Dare I say this is no Joe Network?
Well, you got one Joe.
Yeah, you do have one Joe. You're right. Yes, yeah. Good catch. Don't know why I didn't think of that. I was too busy trying to come up with no Joe Network. That's okay. 8 laps to go here at Talladega. Voiles out front. Kilojoules in second. Brain Fade is third. Magoo has moved up to 4th. Then you have a lap down car in between himself and Mallon. Clements back there in the Lowe's machine. He's also on the lead lap. 6 cars racing for the lead here at Talladega.
Magoo up to the high side, getting a good push from Eli and Tyler Mallon. He's up to second now. Voiles got a choice to make. Is he going to stay with that low line, or is he going to try and jump high?
He's going high.
Oh, a little too late.
That was,
though.
oh boy. Oh man. Oh, Eli's in the wall. I mean, that's help for Magoo. I know he's a lap down, but that's help. Mallon drops down low. Magoo's still trying to figure out if he can make a run on the outside of Voiles, but they're side by side in front of him. Kilojoules on the bottom. Voiles outside. Brain Fade coming low. The top 5, they're all in this hunt.
Voiles now trying to peek out front, not getting the push he needs though. Now Magoo's going to get a run here off the corner. Ooh.
This is what we came to see. Caution free all night. Hopefully I didn't jinx that. 5 laps to go. Voiles lost his drafting partner there for a second. He's got to figure out where to go. He's got a huge gap back to KJ. He's basically on his own here. They should be coming quick here as they come down the backstretch. They're going to have big momentum on him.
Looks like he's going to jump back up in front of this high side. Will Magoo stay there, or will he jump low?
He's going low. I saw that coming.
Follows.
Again, that 114 is a lap down.
Mallon also jumps low. They're going to get by Voiles here. Clement stays up top. He's going to catch up to that Voiles trucking forward.
Oh, they bounced off the apron there, the 029.
Eli's got car on the inside. He's going to be stuck in the middle here.
Oh, Mallon got on the apron into one. Ooh, just about got into the left rear corner of Eli, but they hang on. They got a couple lap cars up in front of this pack now. They're going to have to work their way through. They'll catch him probably before this lap's over. Voiles makes a big move down to the inside in front of Mallon. He gets back alongside Eli. Again, not a battle for the position there.
Eli looks like he's pretty committed to that bumper, the 144. They're going to be a 2-car tandem all the way to the end, I bet.
And if you're the rest of these lead lap cars, you're thinking, that's annoying. Just get out of the way, let us race. But that's help for Magoo, though. Eli's been glued to that 144 ever since this last pit stop. Once they got through that lap down fiasco there that we had there, Eli's just locked on the back of Magoo and stayed there.
Yeah, doing a good job. It's working out well for them. They're going to catch a couple lap cars here. Ken Hansen. We got Steve Grant ahead of him.
That's Magoo. That's Mac Daddy up there.
Mac Daddy,
yep.
Finally.
He's been hanging on to the lead lap ever since that pit road penalty earlier, but he's finally going to go a lap down here late.
Clements and KJ breaking away here for 3rd and 4th.
Voiles going to try and get a run back on the bottom here. Mallon didn't go with him. Mallon goes back to the outside. Three to go. Can Magoo hang on? He's got this is something that's not usually seen here at Talladega. He's got a car buffer between himself and second place.
Yeah, he's getting some good help here. He's going to be sending something to the camp of the 114 here after this race, no matter what happens. Like Brain Fade going to jump down and help Voiles on that inside line. Everybody else staying committed up top. Mac Daddy able to latch on here. See if he throws anybody a bone like that 114 is.
Clements looking low, looking high, trying to see if there's a way around Eli. Here comes KJ to the bottom. He's got Mallon. He got real squirrely going into 1, but he hangs on to it. They go side by side for 2nd.
Yeah, not sure if that was orchestrated or if he saw the move by Mallon and wanted to get in front of him.
Oh, contact, and around they go! Voiles around!
Oh.
Mallon around. We're going to stay up front, see what this is going to do here. They're coming to the line. Caution is out. They're going to race back.
The 3-car battle here for the win.
Contact again. Eli's going to go around. He takes out KJ. Clements is going to go around. Hard into the outside wall. Magoo is home free down to the front straightaway. Magoo is going to win it here at Talladega under caution.
How about that for the
Wow.
1-4 team of BSR Magoo coming away with the win here. What a run to the line.
Magoo's got to bring it back around to take the official checkered. We're on the final lap now. While he does, we're going to take a look and see what all happened there. Well, you got everything you wanted at Talladega. A little fuel mileage, crazy racing, and finally had the big one at the end. First off turn 2. Mallon gets behind KJ and ends up getting a little bumper grab back into Voiles. Takes out pretty much everybody behind him. Mac Daddy takes a hard hit. Voiles got up in the air. We're going to take a look on board with Voiles. See, KJ got a little bit squirrely in front. Mallon was right on him. Contact made. Voiles gets turned around, up and over. Shame for him. He had a great run going tonight. And then, more fun, off turn 4. KJ on the bottom. That's Eli. Again, a lap car on the outside. They make a little contact off 4. Eli's going to go around and takes out both of the other lead lap cars. Clements takes a hard hit to the outside wall. And that left Magoo home free to come around and take the checkered. Clements is going to come around. He's going to take second. Watch this. Voiles goes by. He takes third. KJ comes across the line backward in fourth. And Silver Bullet rounds out your top 5. What a finish here at Talladega. But here comes Magoo across the line. And he will win it here at Talladega.
What a race that was. What a finish and what a winner here tonight.
I really don't have any words.
That was something else, man.
Woo. Goodness
that
gracious.
Was a race. That was a finish.
We'll get your unofficial results here in just a moment. We watch them completely pile it up on the back straightaway here.
Well, maybe not.
We're going to step aside for just a second here, but before we do, we want to once again remind you of the upcoming races here. If you love this, you're going to love what's coming up later. On June 13th, this same crowd is going to be at California at 9:05. On June 18th, the Maverick Cup Series is at Bristol at 8:30. And then on June the 20th, this same crowd again at Kentucky at 9:05. Join us on JTM for all of those upcoming races. We're going to step aside for just a second, get those results to you, and we'll speak to our top 3 here at Talladega tonight. Stay with us.
Have you ever wanted to manage your own racing team? Or what if you could go back in time to see if a particular season could have finished differently? Well, folks, have no fear, because AutoSim 2 is here. With fully customizable roster files, you can create your own world or try to recreate the past. Heck, you could even try to predict the future through AutoSim 2's Sim mode. Don't like the passive approach? Well, then get more hands-on in owner mode, where you decide who drives your cars and what companies will sponsor them. Down on your luck? Well, then scout some new talent that will get you to the top. Already super successful? Try moving up the ladder or expanding to truly solidify your racing empire. However you want to play, AutoSim 2 has you covered and is now available for purchase through the Steam store for $9.99. Now go make your mark and build your legacy in AutoSim 2.
Welcome back to Talladega as you watch Magoo burn it down here. He is the winner after a crazy go nuts last lap. That 144 is going to go to victory lane. Again, the results going across the top of the screen. We're going to show you those unofficial results. And again, it might look a little different than what you're used to here on JTM, but there it is. Magoo the winner, Clements is second, Brian Voiles third. KJ comes home fourth, backward across the line as you saw, and Silver Bullet rounds out your top 5. We'll get in touch with our top 3 finishers here this evening. Who do we want to pull in here first, Weaver? Who do you want to talk to? Third, second, or first? We'll go out of order or in order?
Let's go third to first.
Let's go third to first. Okay, let's bring in Brian Voiles in. First of all, we'll talk to Brian Voiles here, the third place finisher in the number 68. You got a copy?
Well, heck yeah. What's up, Chris?
Well, you tell us. That was a crazy end of that race. Tell us about it from your seat.
It was. Oh, God. It's just grab a hold of both butt cheeks and hang on. But here we go.
So how did you see that last lap, well, I guess next to last lap fiasco there going down the back straightaway? Just a little bumper grab went bad?
Oh, yeah, I think it's just a little bumper grab up there. I think the 18 and 029 just had a little bumper grab, and it just turned everybody sideways.
And upside down for you, too. And somehow you still finished third.
Yeah, because they wrecked before they got back to the line. It let me get by a bunch of the guys that wasn't in the first one.
Hey, that sometimes works out for you. You know, you just wait for stuff to happen and just go right by them. That's perfect.
Oh, man, I'm tickled to death with third. Heck yeah.
The way you had a great run all night long. It seemed like you kind of bided your time early on, then you kind of worked your way forward, and then you end up right where you needed to be at the end.
Yeah, I just riding along. I seen Magoo coming whenever I was leading, and I figured he was going to dart low, and I started to anticipate it and drop down in front of him real quick. But you know, old Magoo, he's been running his butt off, and he won last night. He won again tonight, so he's got opportunity for a three-peat. So I'm glad he got her.
He's been on a roll, absolutely. We'll see if he does get another one tomorrow night. Well, you've been here before, Brian. Floor is yours. Give us some shout-outs.
All right. First thing, I got to thank my lovely wife, Miss Kathy, as always.
Yes, Miss Kathy.
Thank BSR Magoo, owner of the league. It's had the foresight years ago to put all this stuff together to give all us guys a place to come in, race, and call home and become brothers and friends and just have all kinds of good guys. You know, all the admin, got to appreciate all them work that the admin do that you don't never see or hear about. And appreciate y'all guys. I really enjoy being able to go back and watch the broadcast from you all.
This hopefully will be a fun one tonight for you. Well,
Oh, yeah.
well, congratulations on the podium finish. 3rd place tonight for Brian Voiles. Congratulations on it. Go celebrate. We'll catch you next time, buddy.
Yep. Catch y'all later.
Brian Voiles, 3rd place finisher here tonight at Talladega. Let's bring in our 2nd place finisher tonight, the number 92 Lowe's machine of Joshua Clements. You got a copy, bud?
I do have a copy.
Well, you got kind of lucky there at the end. Got a little crazy there. Tell us about it from your perspective.
Yeah, I was, riding in second. I got really lucky with how the line shaped out because probably the 18 and the 29 were probably the 2 quickest cars in that pack. So I kind of cycled out second, and so trying to think about what to do, and then the caution happened behind, and then 29 went beneath me. I was like, okay, take a 3rd. This is pretty good. Still podium finish, and then all that excitement on the front stretch with Eli and the 29, and then I thought I got by, and then I got tapped, and then I'm just panicking to get to the start-finish line, but luckily still came out second from that.
Yeah, I thought you made it by initially, and then I guess it's just been just a slight touch to the right rear quarter panel, and it turns you hard in the outside wall there, too.
Yeah, I was like just slight touches, but I guess just the high speed and how unstable the cars are at big track. So just turned around and then just panic trying to get my trying to get straight down, and then luckily I got that plenty of time because everyone behind me also wrecked. So
sometimes you get lucky with that. And it seemed like you definitely bided your time perfectly all night long. You kind of worked your way up in the top 5, back into the top 10 about midway after the first pit stop, especially. You kind of were just kind of right there behind everybody, just kind of waiting. And then when it was time to go, you were there. Just unfortunately, so was a couple other people. It seemed like that weren't able to. Were you able to possibly get a run on Magoo if you had the chance, or do you think he was too strong?
Yeah. Magoo was, I think, I feel like my car, I need to work on making it a little bit better of a plate car, because mine doesn't like to lead that well. So I really had to, I was really charging pit entry, and I got really lucky that some other people messed up on that final pit road that I could cycle to where it was, and then got lucky with the draft. But yeah, I wanted, obviously you want to get a run, try and go for the win. I was just as soon as I pull out, the 29 is not going to go with me because it's not gonna go anywhere. I wasn't quick enough that if the line above had just one more car, I was going to the back. So I just needed to bide my time, and maybe if everyone went to the bottom, I could go bottom and try and get Magoo out, but just didn't quite work out that way.
Yep. Maybe something for next time here, but definitely want to give you a moment to give any shout outs to your team sponsors. Floor is yours. Go right ahead, bud.
Yeah, the Lowe's 92 team, finally got, a podium plate finish. We had a bit unlucky the last 2 ones, so that's been great. Thanks to my sponsors of Ally. And yeah, working with Tyler all night. Tyler's super fast, and so he was helping me guide through it and playing with fuel strategy all throughout. So big thanks to him, and we'll take the 2nd place and go on to next week.
All right, sounds good. Well, congratulations on a great 2nd place finish, Joshua Clements. Congratulations. We'll see you at California. We'll see you then.
See you then.
All right, now let's get the winner in here. I don't hear a lot of noise from Magoo yet, but I'm pretty sure he's getting ready to party.
Yeah, man, here we are.
By yourself, too, coming across the line. How about that?
Yeah, that was a nice one.
Well, absolutely. Tell us about that run. You were solid and steady all night long, and then you got up front when you needed to, man.
Yeah, just cards worked out where I had a little something tonight. Man, I couldn't have made that run without Eli's help, so I got to give a shout out to the 114, man. He was solid pushing me through that. And Brian Bulls had a really good car tonight. I was just had the opportunity there with 5 to go to shoot under him. We got that done, and then I guess the next threat was coming at me with when KJ and Tyler, I guess they got a bumper grab or something. I'm not sure. I hadn't been able to go back and look at it, but we had a good car all night tonight. I was able to keep it clean and just kind of stay towards the back most of the run, and then I worked my way up mid-pack and got myself in position to do something at the end of the race, and it just worked out in my favor, man.
It's kind of unusual to have a lap car right on your bumper as the leader late in a race at Talladega. What was that like? That'd be a little bit different. You're looking in your mirror and you're like, that's not somebody I'm actually racing.
No, so that was that was another comfort zone I had going, and if I had a bobble, then he was racing a lap back either way. So he was going to be of a benefit to me. So I was glad we were able to stay together for those last 10 laps.
Sometimes you just find help where you don't expect it, and that was the perfect storm for you tonight. That's great.
It sure was, man. That last pit cycle, the way everything worked out, just lady luck, later lap right in my hands, and I had a move to make with 5 to go, and we got that done right on the dot, and the rest of the race went just like it needed to for me to get a checkered flag tonight.
Yeah, and this is 2 for 2 for you now as well.
Yeah, working on 2 in a row. Got lucky last night, 2 in the trucks. So it's been a good week at Talladega for the 144 team. And
looking for another one tomorrow night from what I hear, so we'll see how that goes for you. Well, you've been here a ton of times. Floor is yours. You know what to do.
I appreciate JTN. Glad you guys are able to cover the race, and thank you, Chris and Joe. And sorry, Joe couldn't be here, Mr. Chawinski, but man, he's got 2 great guys. Y'all always do awesome commentating for us. And I'd like to give a shout out to our sponsors, Kathy Bulls, Brian Bulls, all they do for this clubhouse, and all our admins here. We had a good field tonight, man. I want to thank all the guys for coming out. There's also the number 103 birthday, Nelly. Give a shout out to Nelly for his birthday. Your part. And, man, we got a good OG member come back to us that's raced with us forever for, 20 years. That's the number 31 Wings. Give a shout out to Wings for making his way back. That he's able to come back and join us now. And again, thanks for the coverage you guys do, and all the guys that come in here and race and have a good time and keep it competitive, and all our admins, all the hard work they put in behind the scenes to help us these races take off. And thank you guys for the wonderful broadcast.
Oh, we definitely appreciate that, Magoo. Thank you so much. Congratulations on a great win tonight. Single file by himself across the line at Talladega. You don't hear that much. So congratulations. Have a good time partying tonight. We'll catch you in California.
Thank you. 144 out.
144 out. Magoo heading back out. Well, Mr. Weaver, how do we... I don't even know where to begin to how to regroup after this one tonight. What's your perspective?
I think we saw another one of those classic Talladega races. We said going into this, we don't know what we're going to get, and I don't think we could have ever predicted what we got. So,
caution free for 60-something laps, almost till 2 to go, and then all heck breaks loose. Gotta love it. That's Talladega. Are you not entertained?
Absolutely. I hope everybody at home is entertained, and I hope they had a great time watching tonight, because you only get to see that live once,
Exactly. Yes, definitely thank you to everybody who's tuned in tonight on JTN. We're so thankful that you guys joined us tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed it as much as we did. It was a great finish tonight. Congratulations again to Magoo on the win. And once again, we will catch you next week at California for this same group of minions that showed us a great time tonight. So from all of us here at JTN, for Joe Towanski, who's away right now, for Joseph Weaver, I'm Chris Pickett, our producer Bristol as well. Thank you so much. We'll catch you next time. God bless you. We'll see you guys later.